This main man, I love this man. He came here all the way from Iraq. Give it up for Sami Tamimi, everybody.
Hey everybody, how's it going? Please, louder, 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 louder. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, these friends. Hey everybody, I have some great news to share. And that is, tomorrow marks my 5th year in the United States of America. I would like a round of applause from everybody. Yes, yep, December 10th. I actually told this to a friend of mine, and her first response was, "You came here in the winter, like in the cold?" I was like, "Miss, I'm escaping people shooting at me over there. There's people bombing places. Yeah, I think I can get a little bit cold. It's fine," right? So, but I'm starting to see a little bit more familiar faces in the crowds. Show of hands, I'd love to know how many of you guys have been coming here pretty often? Who's coming here pretty often? Show of hands. Okay, so not a lot. So basically, I can redo my jokes. Great. Yeah. But you know, listen, man. Honestly, I can stand here and sing the national anthem. This is a free show. I don't give a shit. You know. Speaking of national anthem, when I actually first got to the United States, I was at a ski resort. If any of you have been to Massanutten, nice ski resort. And I was walking there, and I was trying to find my friend, and I was very burdened because I couldn't find him, and he was my ride here and stuff. And so I was running around, and I got into the ski resort's restaurant, and there were lines and lines of people just standing there, and it appeared to be that the Super Bowl was on. And I don't know if you guys know this, but the Super Bowl is a very common thing in the United States. Also, I don't know if you guys knew this, but in every football event, people stand for the national anthem. I did not know that. And I was walking, running around, I was puzzled, and I see everybody standing there taking out of their John Deere hats and putting it to their chest and standing there almost with a teardrop in their eye, really. And I was looking at them, and they were looking at me, and yeah, as Bennett said, I am from Iraq, and I could tell in their face, they're like, "This is why we invaded your country." But it's really nice to see this whole lineup of women here. The Milk Parlor attracts some of the most gorgeous women in Blacksburg. It's always great for me because I see women in the United States as just a continuous stream of green card, green card, green card. I mean, I swear to God. I mean, it's awful to objectify women, but by God, if they can help you stay in the country, man, fucking do it. But yeah, so I guess like my favorite pickup line is to go up to a lady and just like I don't know, can I find a lady like this one? Like, "Hey, are you seeing someone?" Okay, so after the show, do you want to go backstage? I have an engagement ring. But, you know, I'm graduating soon, and yeah, oh, it's fine. Sure, thank you. And to be honest, man, I'm gonna miss leaving the South. I mean, I love the South. I love the people and their accent. It sounds like a banjo. The country looks amazing. It's beautiful. I love the flavor of the food, or the lack thereof. But I think the one thing I'm gonna miss the most is something that I never got to do. I've always romanticized the idea of having a very old financial advisor. Now, it doesn't matter that he's white, but this is a part of my fantasy. I want a very old Southern white financial advisor who's like, "Sam, you gotta get some of the growth stock mutual funds so you can get your money working for you." I want this guy to love his wife, goes to church, you know, has lunch at 12. I don't want some coked out JP Morgan douchebag handling my money. I don't want that. But now at the same time, I think I'm ready to leave the South, quite frankly. There's only so much farmland and manual labor that an Arab guy can stare at. And I just think that I'm built for different things, fellas. I'm built to sell you the worst financial decision of your entire life. Have you ever met, show of hands, have you ever met a salesman from DC who happens to be an Arab guy? They're very common there. There's no lack of those guys. And they're always trying to teach you or tell you what your lifestyle should look like. Get this Lexus, you need this Lexus, drive it around, buy it, here's a discount, I'll throw it for you. By the way, never believe them because everyone is their friend and everybody gets a discount. It's not a discount, they're ripping you off. I love hate towards my own race. It's one of my favorite things to do because it's my low-hanging fruit. But as you can tell, my friend group is very white. I always clicked more with Americans, really, than my own kind. As you can see, there's a lot of guys in beanies, and there's some of my graduating class with me here, so. But here's a question. So, do any of you know who Saddam Hussein is? Show of hands. Well, you guys look like you know, so yeah, sure. But does anyone who was born after 2000 know who Saddam Hussein is? Can I get some nods? Maybe we can tell me yes. Okay. Yeah, no, he's not a great guy. But so one time I was with a friend of mine, and I was like, "Hey, do you know who Saddam Hussein is?" They're like, "Is that a basketball player?" I was like I had to take a moment to kind of collect myself from the stupidest comment I ever heard or question. And then I was like, yeah, he grew up in the Bronx, you know, Saddam. He was very poor. And he's a real rags to riches story. And, you know, he just came up from nothing. You know, meanwhile, this guy is notoriously known for killing and going into war. And he's like, I want my name cemented in history. Meanwhile, this idiot of a friend I have, which I don't know why I'm friends with this person, thinks that they're a basketball player. I'm sure Saddam Hussein is like, man, what the fuck do I have to do to get famous? That's all right. I do want to ask you guys a question. So, this is not a common sight in the United States, but have you guys ever seen two Arab guys say hello to each other? I don't know if you guys have. It's not very common. They usually don't do it when they're in the States or when they move to the States. But it starts off like this. It starts off with a kiss on one side of the cheek. And if you're a Syrian guy, you go in for a third kiss to get a whiff of the guy's cologne. It's not gay or anything, it's just a normal tradition. But I must say, and at the same time, when we say hi to women, it's very awkward. Like, we don't shake their hands, we just put our hand on their chest, on our chest. He liked it. He's like, man, can we get some of that in the States? I've been married for 25 years. That's good. But someone's not getting laid tonight. But so when we say hi to women, it's always very awkward. You know, we put our hand on our chest and we're like, yeah, hello. But meanwhile, with men, we're so flamboyant. We're kissing them 3 times, maybe, if you're lame. And I must say this. That for a rather homophobic society, you know, the Middle Eastern society, we really know our way around a man's cheeks. Yeah. The bartender's like, I fucking heard this joke so many times. I don't want to hear this anymore. But, yep. So, how many of you guys know people in Virginia Tech design teams? Show of hands. I've been asking you guys for a lot. Okay, so there's like 2 of them. You know how you know some person isn't a design team? Because they tell you about it. They're like vegans and shit. You know, they tell you about it because it's such an honor to be a part of this design team. They're usually these douchebags that have like their emo hair to the side. They have a beanie and they have the dark Columbia jacket, which I kind of have a dark jacket, but still, they're the loser. No, but they're wearing this dark Columbia jacket and they're like, yeah, you know, I'm in the rocket design team. They usually say that to women, you know, rocket design team. Sounds impressive. Usually I like to go the extra mile, you know. Ask them, you know, a little bit more. What do you do in this distinguished rocket design team? And they're like, well, I'm in the propulsion team. We work in propulsion systems and stuff. And you know, I kind of understand engineering language. I know my way around it. And so I was like, okay, propulsion. Yeah, I know some of that. Tell me, what side of propulsion? And now he realizes that I'm just being an asshole, and I know what's going on. He's like, all right, man, I designed a toilet. Like, I'm making sure that the pilot is ergonomically comfortable when he's shitting. But everybody, thank you so much for listening. My name is Tamimi. Thank you so much. Appreciate it.